Hi there guys, Sam here. Welcome to another video where I go through whether or not you should upgrade from your current Mark 7 Golf GTI to the new Mark 8 Golf GTI. So yeah, I'll get straight into the video really. So yes, welcome once again to another video on my channel. And this time we're going through the Mark 7 Golf GTI, whether or not you should upgrade it to this new Mark 8 Golf GTI, which we know a lot more images about now. And it's a question I get asked quite a few times on my channel, actually, of people who have Mark 7 Golf GTIs. It is a really good question to actually ask, and a lot of people will be in the situation of whether or not they should just buy it outright, whether or not they should go to a different brand, whether or not, the GTI has just kind of lost its way. Who knows? It's very difficult to kind of tell. But yeah, hopefully this video will help those owners out who have a Mark 7 Golf GTI, and if you're looking to upgrade. Now, just to familiarise ourselves with the Golf GTI, here it is in Mark 7.5 facelift form, looking great, looking very, very deceptive. Always like the red stripe, and it's just got extra little touches that actually make it stand out a little bit more, even compared to a Golf R. It's a great car. It's got raving reviews. It's been out since about 2013, so a good, 6-7 years in the UK anyway. And it's been faultless. 2-litre E888 engine in pretty much every sort of GTI variant, and with just varying differences in tune, the state of tune of the actual engine. Now here's a picture of the Mark 8 Golf GTI, and I have actually got more images in the link above. And this car was taken on the street as pretty much an undisguised model. We're yet to actually see a fully sort of released update of when VW actually going to release this model. We're on the 11th of June 2020 here, and we're still none the wiser. So we'll have to wait and see really on that. But yeah, to answer the quick question, should you upgrade? So engines are the same. They look kind of the same really. I mean, I know maybe there's a few more curves in the Mark 8 to a Mark 7, but there's not a whole heap of differences between the two cars. Power outputs are not too dissimilar either, to be honest with you, of what's kind of being quoted. Drivetrain is the same. It's still a front-wheel drive car. There's no hybrid technology or anything like that. It's pretty much the same. The only thing you're really getting different is really the tech from what I'm seeing. I know I've heard of places where VW engineers are sort of hyped up, like how much more dynamic it is, all this kind of stuff. Oh, they've said stuff like in the top of the range Club Sport S, they've put that sort of technology in, I think a bit of like some of the parts of the current GTI, so just a base model GTI. So that's really, really cool. And it says, oh, it saves weight here, saves weight there. But consequently, they don't actually say, oh yeah, this Golf 8 is actually lighter, it's actually faster, it's all that kind of stuff. They're not saying any of that. A, because it's not going to be lighter, because there's too many emission laws and too many safety laws, and it's a Golf. They want it to be the safest car you can get, so it's going to be bigger, heavier, all that kind of stuff. It's not going to be faster because it's fundamentally got the same engine. Even if they did increase it by 10, 20, 30 brake horsepower here and there, it's not going to be that much faster because that's just the way the Golf is. And I think that's what a lot of owners like. So my kind of answer to your question is actually whether or not you should upgrade is actually no, to be honest with you. If you've got a Mark 7 Golf GTI, I think that is a great, cracking car. And I really am not sure whether or not this is a big enough step up. Yes, we'll have to see what happens in time. But at this current stage, I wouldn't be putting my money into that car. I wouldn't be saying, get me a deposit down, take my GTI back, refinance or, sell that car or whatever. Partly because we're in pretty tricky times here with COVID, but also because we just don't know enough. And from what we do know, I'm not exactly blown away. And I don't think really anyone else has been too blown away by it either. And if you're sitting in a Mark 7 GTI, I think you're sitting pretty, to be honest with you, because they hold their money really well. They're generally like for like worth more than even the Golf are, just because of the history, the heritage, something that's been around since the 70s. It's an iconic car in like the world, really. It's sold in huge numbers, and the GTI has always been the pinnacle of that, even though the R has more power and all that kind of stuff. It just doesn't matter. People know their history, and it is a great car. So whether or not you should upgrade, I'm going to say no at this time. And to be honest with you, I think you should enjoy the GTI that you have now. I do get the fact that 99% of the people, they just want to upgrade. They want to move on to different things. This isn't really a massively different thing. You may, if you're really that kind of person, you might be worth looking at a different brand altogether, which, yeah, I'm not too sure what actually competes with this car, because it's a class of its own, really. It's just that good. So yeah, there's my quick opinion on whether or not you should upgrade. Obviously, it's all up to you in your current situation. You know, if you've just leased a Mark 7 Golf GTI and you're coming to the end of it and you can't buy outright, then yeah, you should probably consider a Mark 8 GTI. But if you're in a position where you own the car outright, or you can potentially finance it to keep it for longer or whatever, you know, maybe keep your money in that car is not the worst thing in the world at this time, particularly when you look at the cost differences that are going to be incurred between these two cars. So yes, there you go, quick little summary. I hope you've really enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. You know, plenty of VW type owners look on this channel and they'll check through. So I'd be really interested to know where your kind of head is at, and I'm really interested to know too. And if you know any more information than I do, you know, we all have access to the internet, so we can all find a lot of this information. And yeah, hopefully you found this video useful. But for me, on a personal point of view, I would say you're better off sticking with your Mark 7 GTI. That's where I'm at. But yes, thanks so much for watching. Please drop a comment and subscribe for plenty more content to come. There's plenty of content in the back catalogue, whether it's on my Mark 7 Golf R or future VWR products, fast forward content, Porsche content. You know, there's plenty on here for you to enjoy. So yeah, please subscribe for plenty more to come. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you again next time. Cheers, guys.